All right out of the gates, I've never been this excited for what is about to happen for the Jasmy price set and the rest of the market, to be honest with you. Take a look at this. Like, it's just green everywhere and they are double figures. This is the kind of price action that you want to see to begin a bull cycle. Jasmy obviously is not an exception, and I believe that it's going to actually do fantastic because of the great community and all that stuff that we have going on in the Jasmy price set. Now, as you can see here on the right side, we have got the BTC price back then in 2015. Then we also have got Jasmy, like the current price section right now. If you remember last week, this really has been the mantra saying that, you know what, there is a big possibility that Jasmy was going to first crash and then recover very quickly before everybody notices what has happened, right? Then this is when the bull run would actually begin. Very surprising that it didn't happen on all exchanges, as you can see on this right chart here. But on the left side, you can clearly see that Jasmy even touched something like 1.5 cents. This is exactly what I was talking about. But at the same time, it was very much surprising that it didn't happen across all exchanges. Now, what does this mean? It means my worries of Jasmy dropping any further for now are gone, right? Totally gone. What are we expecting next? We are expecting Jasmy slowly but surely to start pulling itself up right here. We claim this resistance right around 2.6 cents. We continue, maybe we have some kind of a rejection there, but obviously eventually I'm expecting even something like 4.5 cents to be taken out. And then we get into a little bit of price discovery for Jasmy, more into that later on. But of course, welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting for financial freedom. We want to be taking a look at the Jasmy price set one more time. But before we get deep into the technical analysis, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread this video just by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm. I also want to remind you of our new user limited time event that our partners over there, BingX, have provided for the community. You can win up to $5,450, and on top of that, 300 ton tokens. I think it's just a fantastic activity altogether. Now, there's another one, of course, for up to 7,100 in terms of like USDT trial funds. Let's get back here to the Jasmy price set, and I will show you some things that really have me excited. I've already shown you the Jasmy price set on a 4-hourly time frame, and my fingers are definitely crossed that we continue with this kind of a move towards the upside. I really want to see that 4.5 cents being reclaimed with Jasmy, and if the current market conditions obviously stay like this, then this is almost a given, right? But of course, you never take anything for granted. Now, on a daily time frame, we are progressing really well. As you remember, we have been following the Velo price since the bottom of the Jasmy price, and up to this point, we have just been following very much closely. Now, the next step here is for Jasmy to pump to something like 54 cents. This is like a preliminary price target that I have, and the way we were measuring this was obviously taking a look at our Fibonacci retracement tools, right? From the very top of the structure to the bottom here, you can see that, yeah, around the 1.618 is where 54 cents is lying. That really was also the same thing that Velo was doing. And you can see also, if we stretch our Fibonacci retracement tool, it was touching that 1.618 Fibonacci extension level. That's the golden ratio. Honestly speaking, a lot of altcoins just do this when they start breaking into all-time highs. For Jasmy, this is not really a new all-time high, but I would consider for now, to be fair, because there were a lot of unlocks that were happening with Jasmy, that 30 cents is probably the all-time high, the fair all-time high for Jasmy, right? Now, I have also been showing you this head and shoulders pattern, but right now, as you can see, the support was holding strongly, and there's nothing that I can say about that, right? I can't keep saying that, you know, like I should put the price towards the downside. No, the price is just not doing that. It's really pushing towards the upside, and that's really great. It's welcome. I mean, everybody in this community deserves something like this here that is happening finally in the market. I also showed you here that, you know, Jasmy is showing some very like good strength here. The only thing we needed to do, as I mentioned a little bit earlier on, was to hold that 1.5 cents you know, level in the worst case scenario. Then you also realize that from the bottom that was being made back then in December 2022, can you believe it's almost like 2 years ago? But you see that there is a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we are now beginning to work the fifth wave here for Jasmy. In terms of like how high the price can go relative to this fifth wave, there really is no specific way which I really trust 100%. But I would say, preliminary speaking, maybe something like 8 cents here is possible, but really, does it actually matter? I don't think it matters right at this point. For now, I'm just using the Elliott wave theory to show that there is still more juice that can come from the Jasmy price set, and really that's the only purpose. Now, of course, time and again, we keep saying that the most important moving average here on the Jasmy price set is the 50 daily moving average. So let's see where we are right now, and you can see that on a day like today, That's also the same day that Jasmy is deciding to take the fight to the 50-day moving average. Now, it has to be said that as of yet, we haven't yet closed a daily candle above that level, but we have had a few fake outs in the past. I'm a little bit much more confident in this one because it's a whole market kind of a movement that is happening right now. And you also have to understand that the more you test a resistance, that the more likely you're going to be able to break it. So if we have a few daily candles that are outside the daily moving average here, that's the last thing that you just need for confirmation. But again, I think that it's getting almost obvious right now that the market is getting strong. Obviously, I can be proven wrong. I've said like wrong things in the past, but right now, like the market is almost agreeing that, you know what, it's just time to go. But let me show you here. For example, we are now seeing that BTC is breaking 66,000, finally breaking this, you know, downward resistance that has been there ever since like March 2024. So this is almost like a 6-month kind of a resistance, and it's great news. Really, it's really great news. Maybe it can pump, right, maybe to 68 and then it starts falling back one more time. It really doesn't matter. All you need to see is that we are setting higher highs as we progress like that. So great news across the board, and Jasmy is no exception, obviously. And then we are also seeing that the total market cap of altcoins performing some numbers here, targeting something like, you know, a 170% pump. From there you can see this bull flag. And yeah, you may be thinking that 150% is not all that great, but you have to understand that there is a lot of rotation that goes into this market. Not everything is going to move at the same time. Some things will move, go, and then they'll top out. People rotate and put money into something else, then, you know, you can have 10x's left, right, and center. So that's where we are in the market right now. I think it's a very much positive start to the week. And I just want to kindly ask you again to help me spread the video just by delicately tapping the like button. Let people know that Jasmy and probably the rest of the market is back, right? This is the most important message of the day, honestly. Then if you're new to the channel, I want to kindly ask you to subscribe, because I do TA on Jasmy and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. Just remember, none of what I say is financial advice, and you shouldn't be buying or selling anything because of anything I say, all right? Other than that, let me invite you to cftoolkit.com. cftoolkit.com, this is where you will be able to access the technical analysis toolkit that I made for you all summer, so that you can become an independent and successful trader for that matter, right? So see you on the next one. Take really, really good care of yourselves. Bye-bye.